7 teams alive, 20 players still fighting it out for that coveted winner chicken dinner. Let's just see who is gonna get it.
Definitely, we will see that as we have reached almost the 23-minute, 30-second mark. 7 teams remaining, 15 players alive. What? 2 teams eliminated together. Salty Squad were taken down, and with that wonderful nade, so was Satan. High Voltage and Venom. What was that? One player goes on a domination, the other player, Detron, gets the grenade kills. It was an incredible moment. I was just about to say 7, and all of a sudden, not even 6, just straight away to 5 teams remaining. 14 players alive in this game. We have A1 Esports, High Voltage, Venom Legends, DRS Gaming, and Rivals X. They are back in this match.
And all the teams that are alive, they are so competitive. They've been on the top ladder all the time. Now, we have to see A1 Esports were dead smack on the top. Can they continue that run? Can they get that chicken dinner? Today is the first day of Team DRS coming in. And my oh my, they've already taken 5 kills. Just have that one player surviving, and that is Nima. I believe he cannot go towards his teammate. But if he goes just a bit further, he will find the players from Team A1 right in the open. He can take those shots out, but will that be necessary? Because players from Team Venom Legends already know where the players from Team A1 Esports are. They just have to wait for the smoke to kind of go off, and they will be shooting those bullets. But right now, Steel Shot taking down Sugar over there in the fray. Oh my goodness, the Hunter has become the Hunter, and it's absolute chaos happening inside the circle.
Yeah, it is chaos. I mean, A1 Esports, they are down, and they are literally down inside of this. One nade could finish them from the high ground. We did see a player over there, but Utility, I think, might be lacking on the lad. But we do have other teams as well. A1 Esports, Steel Shot, just using the DP to fire the lead bullets instead on his opponent, DRSD. But from the high ground, the last man remaining for his team just spots out the player of High Voltage, gets a knock, but the finish is going to be a little bit tricky. And Nima was the man I was talking about. If he has one grenade, he can end A1 Esports' run with that one nade. Look at his position. It's just perfect to finish them off.
Yeah, the worst part is that if he even goes out in the open, he'll be taken by some other team. So that's a good decision that he's just managing to stay on the back lines, taking down the players from Team Venom Legends. But there is a shortcoming to this. He has given up his position, and that's exactly what has happened. He's getting shots from elsewhere right now. And the players from Team A1 Esports will also be careful, as they do know there was someone on the back lines, and Steel Shot will be taking the revenge over there, and he will finish him off. And Detron taking down Assassin from Team High Voltage. This is some high-octane PUBG mobile action. This totally feels like we are casting the finals.
Yeah, it does in fact, because the teams are putting up an amazing, amazing show. So 3 teams remaining, 5 players alive. Venom Legends with 1. High Voltage, who a couple of seconds ago did have the man advantage for themselves, but one team is here who have been consistent on a whole different level, and that is A1 Esports. Steel Shot is still surviving in this match, and I think this has to... Oh, I was just about to say this has to be their game, but Aussie, this man is on fire, goes and blows both the lads up, finishes them off. Havoc is going to be taken down, and this match comes down to a really, really weird 1v1 situation between these 2 players. High Voltage versus Venom. It is an intense fight. Aussie, he has the ridge for cover, but the player from Venom, Detron, he has the shack. So a proper cover versus an open cover where you can spot out the player. Venom takes some damage. Aussie is peeking over the ridge, shooting and falling back down. An intense 1v1 situation. There is the airdrop right in the middle that Aussie is going to use to charge in. It is going to be a close area finish. He charges and goes from the left, spots him out behind the shack, and who actually got the chicken? And I think it has to be Aussie, because the damage on the player of Venom, that is Detron, was just too much.
We have now left with only 5 teams. 13 players are alive, and we have the top 5: Harame, DRS, Wolves Den, Rise in Nepal, as well as Souls of BD.
Yes, absolutely. Souls of BD also surviving, but not with enough players. Karthik will be taking down 619, and this is going to be troublesome right now. Team Haram is doing absolutely well. Team DRS just losing out on Nima, but look at them. They've made it into the top 5 and they've played 2 games and both the games have been so good. And right now, Private 7 has also been taken down by Gyalton, who was spraying down into perfection. Reaper taking down Proerok in the process, and Team Wolves just in that one single small compound. We'll have to see how they fare out. Team DRS having the better of the circle. Wolves, they are also having a good part inside the circle as well, but Sonam has to go on a 1v1 battle with the players from Team Souls of BD. That's Reaper. We will have to see, can Reaper make it inside the circle safe and sound? But no, he's been spotted down by Mafia Ninja and he'll be sprayed down where he will definitely meet his maker over there. But Sonam getting spotted off as well. We just have the last 3 teams surviving.
What a spray from the Mafia Ninja side. He's using M762 on a 3x scope, and now we have left with 3 teams, which is have Harame and DRS Gaming, as well as we have Wolfsden. We just have to wait because the players of Wolfsden is taking cover. They are inside a only compound, and DRS Gaming just showing some humiliation, and they just again and again knocking some players of the team we have, which is Wolfsden. They have to do something. They just have to use some smoke so that they can move inside the zone, but I don't think so that they have any smoke, as well as they didn't have a single heal. So now this team is in a big trouble right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the circle, like you can see, has completely favored the players of DRS, and Wolves, they know that it's going to be an impossible task for them to enter inside the circle. But this was the time that they could have actually made it, because AJ had to heal up, and with that, Wolves then have been eliminated. And Harame, the players are falling to the circle. Oh my goodness, this is an absolute disaster. What could have been a very good competitive last final circle has now become an easy task for the players of Team DRS to execute. And Nang going in for the heal battle. This is pretty much done. So Team DRS have managed to win, and can we see some good laughing emotes over there? Can we see some players dancing? Because they can actually smell that chicken dinner. The dish has finally been cooked. The noodles have been prepped. They just have to get this. And oh, wait a second. The chili pepper strikes over there. Nang is going in for AJ, but no. The spiciness is not gonna be there for too long, and Team DRS getting that chicken dinner for themselves. An amazing
circle. And it is that one slope that is going to cause such a big trouble for everyone. It's going to be really tricky to fight on that slope. You need a lot of smokes available. You need the Molotovs and the nades to flush out players, to finish them off. Rivals X take an exit as we are down to 4 teams, 10 players remaining. 24-minute mark almost being reached, and the blue zone is going to come in again.
Yep, that's true. And the last man surviving is Boom Twice from the team of 4 Archangels. He is the solo man. He can take his team into top 3, and they are already into top 4, and he's having Groza. What a lethal weapon. If he spotted some players, okay, he spotted some players, trying to connect some shots to the team of Wolfsden. But now Wolfsden's trying to fight back, and yep, they spotted them, and maybe he is okay. He got eliminated by the blue zone 7C Esports using some SLR. Now we can see Marksman Rifle, and he also knocked out the player of Wolfsden. They are in a big trouble. They have to move inside zone, and 7C is just poking them that you are not allowed to move inside the zone because we are hungry. We want your kills as well, and they are literally fighting towards them, spraying towards them, and okay, a rotation we can see from their side as well. Wolves somehow surviving. 2 men are there. Can they get this fight? They are already into the top 3, and we have Satan as well, and they are getting into fights. And at right now, Wolfsden in a big trouble because one player just got knocked out. Satan Frankie also just knocked out, and one more player of as the PMCO, the 7Cs. One single player of all the teams got knocked out, and the fight is now got silent, and we are going to see some action in just milliseconds.
Yeah, in many seconds there is going to be some action, but look at this. Satan, they are split among themselves. 7C, they are taking shots from both the direction. Aruz has been taken down. Snipe, he is on, he has to be really safe. Just hide behind the airdrop and just somehow try to survive. Satan Allen with the nade. Oh, just overshooting it a little bit, but the nades from the other side from his teammates are creating a red zone for the players of Wolves, and this is why I said utility is going to be super important. you can stay on the downslope and still just put so much pressure on the players up ahead. Alan just gets distracted by the players of 7 Seas, but in a good way, as he does manage to take down Aruz yet again. Now the charge in is going to come in. The smoke is going to be the thing separating these two teams from each other. Clutch hiding inside the smoke, just thrown down on the ground. The shots are going to come in his direction, but since he's on the ground, they are aiming at the wrong place, and they miss everything. His teammate is going to be taken down. Satan, they cause so much chaos, and now the attention of the players of 7 Seas are going to be on them as they get finished off. The last player from the squad of Wolves is still surviving behind the van, gets out, and the shots are going to be exchanged from both these two teammates, and it is going to be the player from Wolves who stands up tall. Now the two players charging in from the higher ground. Can Clutch this out? One of the players is going to be really, really low. Snipe jumps down with the DMR. If he manages to land one bullet, it's going to put his team in advantage, and Wolves, what an amazing fight from them, but it was so much chaos. Who got the chicken dinner? We will find out when we have a look at the standings, and it is going to be so interesting. Yeah, Hunter goes on the hunt and takes down two players from the side of Venom. Cooney is going to try and secure the kills for himself, but P and Crew, Avsec and Sandesh, they try to take the fight. Sandesh is going to be taken down by E2S OPM. Mifsol, Avsec comes out from the other side, fighting around the rock. And Ayush, it was Ayush. Avsec is in the back lines. Ayush gets taken down as well, and Avsec, he's still trying to survive, so keeping his head down is going to be a good thing. Behind the smoke, to stay behind the cover and get those crucial placement points, because this is where the difference arises. You finish 4th, you get 8 points. You finish 3rd, you get 10. You finish 2nd, you get 14 points. Sandesh is going to be finished. Avsec is still going to be there inside the smoke, just hiding and just waiting for his opportunity, but Olim with the nade is going to take down Venom Legends, and another one coming in. A red zone has been made. Another knock is going to come in, but the few players on the backlines, they survive.
Mifsol, oh my goodness, one grenade, two knocks down. Venom Legends, when they were looking strong, they went in all. And there you go, E2S OPM, despite the numbers, they have managed to eliminate Venom Legends out there. And right now, things have become really interesting as E2S OPM will be turning the tides in their favor as they've got the best players out there. It's just 3 teams surviving, 4 players remaining. It's a 2v1v1 situation. Cooney, can he murder these 2 players from Team E2S OPM, or will it be those players from Maldives taking the chicken dinner?
Yeah, we will find out in a few moments as the players from Maldives, E2S OPM, they have a 50% win probability in this one. Rising Nepal PN Crew, which is 1 player remaining from each of these teams. It's going to be a hard one, but E2S OPM, they can always be taken down. They have 2 players remaining. Just 2 versus 1 situation. Cooney on the high ground, just thrown down, has 75%, 70% health, let's just say. He's going to heal up, and he's going to try and be at 75%. Avsec makes it all the way to the 3rd position. It'll be even better if it makes it to the 2nd, but E2S OPM, they are trying to go for the hunt. Mifsol is just standing up, running around, trying to see if he can spot someone out, while Allin is in the back lines, prone down on the ground. If Mifsol gets taken out, things get a lot more interesting, because then it's going to be a 1v1v1.
Well, that certainly is going to be very, very interesting if one player even, gives away his location right now. But look at Mifsol. He does not care. He is not scared. That's the sign of a champion. We have always talked about it. In desperate situation, when you are taken against the wall, are you scared or are you going up all in? And right now, they have the numbers. They have that advantage. But, Johnny, you love to say that this is a Mexican standoff.
Yeah.
But this time, the standoff is really not pure, because we do have 2 players from E2S OPM surviving.
Yeah, it's I like it. It's not a pure standoff, but it is a Mexican standoff after all.
It's unfair, man.
Yeah, it's unfair. They have an advantage. Life's unfair. Just deal with it. But this time, all right, it has been made fair, Fixes. Now do you like it? As
yes, absolutely.
Olim is taken down, and we are down to 1v1v1 between these 3 players. And Rising Nepal take an exit. Cooney is going to be picked off by Avsec. He knows it's a 1v1 now. He's going to try and take this fight. 3 players remaining. Make that 2, because Olim is not getting a revive anytime soon. Avsec repositions himself behind the burning UAS. Moves back, moving towards the tree. Mifsol prone down on the lower side of the ridge. And Allin somehow makes it close to him. The revive just might happen.
Don't do that. That's a sin. That's not just a sin, but a cardinal sin. Because when you put a smoke, your opponent knows that, and he will capitalize. And with that, Team PN Crew will get that chicken dinner for themselves.